Good evening, everybody. Thank you all as always for tuning in to tonight's show. Peggy Marshall, thank you for tuning in. It is good to see you as well. Carla Scott, thank you for tuning in from Dallas, Texas. Thank you, Cheryl Ray. Great, appreciate you. Miss Tasha Washington, good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. Houston is for sure in the house. Jammer. Thank you big time. Love you big time as well. Appreciate that. A Powers, you are here this evening. Good to see you as always. Tanya Rush, thank you for tuning in. Good evening. Good evening, Miss Jade and Miss Gloria. Good evening to you both. Thank you all for doing your job tonight. Thank you, Tammy. Always 100, never fake. I like that. Keep it 100. That's it. That's the only way to be. And when it's all over, said and done, if they were to describe you in one word, it would simply be a realist. Somebody is in the house from Virginia, I see. Good evening. Colorado is in the house. Perry, thank you as well for tuning in to tonight. Uh, 2261, let's get it. You just said it. Let's get it. Alabama. We're talking about Alabama tonight. Birmingham, Alabama, that is. Okay, looks like Crazy P is somewhere here, but I've missed her. Good evening, Crazy P. I'm laughing at something Kisses said. Okay. Thank you for tuning in as well. That's Crazy P right there. Thank you. Miss Kelly is in the house as always. Thank you. Houston, Texas. Miss Evans is in the house. You are straight truth. Tanya, from my heart to yours, I gratefully appreciate that. That's the only way to be. You come real or don't even come, right? All right, let's get down to why we're here tonight. It's been a busy day. I tell you all that before we get into tonight's issues. Shreveport, Louisiana is a war zone. Yesterday, there were over, I think, 8 separate shootings in the city. Uh, Today, we were running here and there, catching stories. Couldn't get them all. It was another busy day. This is nothing new in Shreveport. It had eased down just a little, but for some reason, it has went back up. Um, I don't have any names to give you, but we were told earlier that 2 male subjects were found deceased today behind a empty house in Shreveport, Louisiana. At this time, we don't have the individual's name, but I think they were both in the 20s, possibly dead from what was going on last night. Some neighbors said they heard over 30 or 40, 50 rounds being fired. So it was a busy night for the Shreveport Police Department as well. Um, I haven't always done right, but I haven't always done wrong either. Everything that you do today will affect you and the ones you claim to love the rest of your lives. So, anytime you make a decision, and if you claim to love someone and you know they love you, you should always keep that in mind. Sometimes that'll make you think twice before acting off of what you're thinking about because most people don't think about what they're thinking about. They just do what they think about. And by the time they've done that, they had the ability to decide how they responded to that situation. But unfortunately, in a lot of cases, they do not have the ability to decide what punishment that they must face. So you should always keep that in mind. If you love the children, stay with the children. If you love the wife, stay with the wife. If you love the husband, stay with the husband. Next week, we are doing a live piece on Elijah Cummings. You all know he has passed. A man whom I respect 100%. The line has been silenced, but the roar I can still hear. So we send our condolences to his wife and family, and we will do a live show on him next week. We were hoping to do that tonight, but of course we have some other issues that are extremely important, and I believe it's best that we deal with these issues tonight. I went on my injustice page about 3 or 4 hours ago. I forget the young lady's name, but she said something, and it bothered me, and I responded to what she said. Basically, she said that we were talking about CUPCAKE. We were going to be speaking about her tonight. And she said that nobody says anything anymore about Maleah Lynn Davis. I replied and I simply told her, I promise you, when we're not speaking about, you can ask the staff. We talk about Maleah Lynn Davis every day, and every day we're digging. We have not forgotten about Maleah. We're going to talk a little bit about her tonight. If we don't have anything new to bring you, it would be meaningless to just say the same thing over and over again. But I promise you, and heaven is backing me up. I don't care what case is on the desk right now. Anybody that works for me and work with me and know me personally know one thing. Maleah Davis case takes priority over any case. And with all due respect, even kids, Maleah Davis case is always at the top. So we have not forgotten about it, and we are speaking about it just behind the scenes. And the videos will begin back sometime next week discussing the Maleah Davis case. There are some new developments within the case, but there's nothing major that we feel, well, let's get this out to the public because it's just minor stuff, you know. But I don't care who tells you he's dead, and you tell them that Mr. Scott said that's a lie. Brittany Bowens has a mission. Brittany Bowens' mission is to make sure that she never see the inside of a jail cell. And I can understand that. But I too have a mission. And my mission is to make sure Brittany Bowens see the inside of a jail cell until the day she died. And I believe I'm going to win. So Maleah Davis, we'll never forget about Maleah Davis. As long as I live, her story will never die. And that we can promise you all. Every day I look at Maleah Davis pictures. Shortly before airtime, one of the pictures we shared with you all earlier today, I sat here and I looked at it, and it's one of the, she's got some sad pictures, period, but it's one of the saddest pictures to me is where she'll have any shoes on. She got like a little flower dress, and she's looking up with very, very sad eyes. And I remember when we got that picture and we put the heading, "Don't stop looking for me." Please, y'all, don't stop looking for me. And her remains were found, but the case is not closed. And we will get to the bottom of it. I promise you that, and heaven is backing me up. I made that promise to Maleah Davis that I was going to get justice for, and we will. But I cannot get justice for Maleah Davis without you guys. So everything that you all are doing, I gratefully appreciate you doing that. You share the videos, you conversate, you share things with others that we share with you all, and we gratefully appreciate you for that. When we asked you to do your profile pic, you gladly did that. So we thank you big time. And the case is not closed and our work is not done. Um, we're still digging. Briefly, I'm going to share something with you that Darion Vince said one time. And we just recently found this out. And we try to make sure that we fact check everything that we get before we bring it to you. If it's something we get today and everybody else is putting it out, but I can't verify it right now, well, I'm probably going to be the last one to get it out, which is somewhat stupid, because the faster you get it out, sometimes, the higher your ratings go. But I'm to a point in life where I'm not after the ratings, I'm after justice and the truth. So if we're last getting it out, then so be it. I'd rather be last getting it out right than first getting it out wrong. I don't care who has verified it. We have to verify it on this end for ourselves. Now, sometimes we mess up, we goof, and when we do, we come back and we give an open apology for that. Um, Darion Vince told a family member just days prior to the disappearance of Maleah Lynn Davis. He told the family member, he said, "Man, she crazy. Man, she crazy." Who? Brittany. All right. Well, we know she crazy, but you just not knowing that. Why you say that? We fact checked this. I said that because she beat that child for no reason. That child gets real nervous when she come around. Sometimes she go there, she's sitting on the floor. She might have a sandwich. And she looks scared until she see me. And she smiled, but then she look at Brittany as if, can I move? And sometimes he said he would have to take her and just take her somewhere, hoping Brittany will calm down by the time they get back. He also shared some other things with a family member. Um, Talked about Maleah's weight being up and down and how she really didn't eat a lot. And a lot of times it would come up. She would throw up a lot. Several times she would throw up blood. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She all right. Those are the words allegedly from Brittany Bowens. Brittany sometimes withheld food from Maleah. I'm not talking shit, swallowing spit. I'm telling you what God loves. And that's the truth. There'll be food for her to eat. Brittany, being the evil bitch that she is, wouldn't let her eat. He went on with some other things we'll discuss at a later date time. Everything has been verified. Everything. I think, maybe a month off into the case, we didn't get in touch with them. Someone in the family got in touch with us, and we still converse with them to this day. We still do. We still do. And that's all we will say. But in a little while, the truth will come out. Brittany Bowens, I don't care what you believe or what you think about you not going to jail. You sound like a fool with a serious problem if you don't think you're ever going to have to face a jail cell because you killed your daughter. You killed Maleah Davis. You killed Maleah Davis before you got on that flight. You did. Darion Vince didn't do it. I will put my neck on the chopping block and tell y'all, Darion Vince did not kill Maleah Lynn Davis. There was a diabolical plan already in process to get rid of Maleah. Darion Vince was playing a role as well. However, the only thing about his role is that he didn't know he was playing that role. He didn't know. And so as quickly as we can, we got to do damage to Darion Vince's credibility. We got to say that he molested her over and 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 over again. But Brittany Barnes is so smart, she's super stupid. She didn't really think this through, because when you say it over and over again, multiple times, I might be wrong, but I think that means more than once. And so if it do means more than once, and you never reported this to the authorities, and you never spoke with your caseworker, Miss Matthews, during the CPS hearings, you said this was going on. I wonder why you never told her. I wonder why you didn't know. Why you didn't call the police? What mother in her right mind would leave her child alone with a man? He's not the father. And not only that, he is molesting her. I don't know a woman in her right mind would do that. I don't. The reporter asked, so you are okay with leaving the kids alone with Darion Vince? Yes. Mind you, this was after. Mind you, this was after. Mind you, this was after Malcolm X with the toupee said right by her that Darion Vince, he had been molesting that girl. When he first said it, that's how he said it. Over and over again. Well, someone said, no, Brittany didn't say that. He said it. Bullshit. Brittany Barnes said it. At that particular time, Malcolm X with the toupee was her spokesperson. So whenever he speaks, Brittany Barnes is speaking. Now, if she didn't tell him that, that was her opportunity to say, Malcolm X with the toupee, you lying. I did not say that. But she never said a mumbling word. She never said a mumbling word. She never went looking for Maleah because she was smart enough. What the fuck I'm going out there for? I know where she's at. I know she's dead. That's dumb on me. I can be getting my nails done. So we're gonna start tainting Darion Vince. He's this, he's that. He may be somewhat mentally challenged, but it would be evil on me and others that know the truth, or to satisfy some people, think we know the truth. Let him go to prison for a crime that he didn't commit. Now, mind you, Darion Vince is not completely innocent in this. Now, he has a role in this. He does. He has a role, so he must do some time. But make sure that he's charged with the role that he really played and nothing else. There's a reason why they keep throwing his case off. They don't have shit on him. This is a hard case to prove when you're going to try to convict him. Because the first thing I want to know, well, you all never thought about locking Brittany up on like a 48 or 72-hour hold on suspicion of murder? You never thought about that? I only asked because at that particular time, she still had an open CPS case against her, along with the child's daddy, Craig Davis. So you never thought about locking her up because she was with her now. You never thought about it. It never seemed strange to you. Strange that on April 30th, that we saw Darion Vince, but we never saw Brittany Barnes on surveillance camera. How the fuck did she get her big ass out? You didn't find that odd? Go back Any date after April 30th, and look how many times you're going to see Brittany Barnes on surveillance camera. The original Sassy says endangerment for sure. You don't say nothing else tonight. You just preached. Child neglect, child abandonment, because you knew what was going on and you didn't care, right? Okay. So either you okay with him molesting her, or you were molesting her with him, or either it was you who was doing the molesting. So if you're going to point the finger at Darion Vince, and I just don't think he did, I think it's okay for me to point the finger and say you might be the one that molested Maleah. I know you go both ways. I know that. Prior to Maleah Davis coming up missing, Darion Vince told the family member that Brittany was crazy, that she beats that child for no reason. The child stayed nervous a lot. She'll look at Brittany before she go to Darion. Tonight, another little girl from Birmingham, Alabama, has now become a celebrity for being missing. Anytime that a child goes missing, it's a 911 situation. Every moment to that parent and to that child is critical. You don't know where your child's at. Child probably don't know where she's at. You don't know if she's been neglected, she's eating, she's been tortured, she's been molested, or has that child just become somebody's bargaining chip? Somebody named Monique R says, I'm sorry, but I don't trust CUPCAKE's mama. Okay. He's sending me somewhere I don't want to go right now, but I'm going to go there. Miss Jade, I think she sent me a text today. And basically, she was speaking about what you said. Why is it so hard for some people to believe that the mother and the father, or, one could be involved in this? Why is that so hard for some people to believe? I don't know. I guess it would be hard for a mother to believe that a mother could do this, because mothers don't do things like this here. But as I often say about Brittany Barnes, she may have carried Maleah Davis in her womb, but she did not carry Maleah Davis in her heart. So Brittany does not fall in the category of mother. As a matter of fact, put a post out 3 days ago that Brittany Barnes is not Maleah Davis' mother. She's Maleah Davis' killer, and her name should be removed from the birth certificate, classifying her as her mother. She's anything but that. And so some people are upset when we make accusations about what we think might be going on. First of all, a lot of time, the media, YouTubers, whatever you want to label us, we have information that some people just don't have. And I've been doing this for decades. And I see things that some people, the natural eye, don't see. I listen more to what a person's body language say, opposed to what's coming out of his or her mouth. As simple as that. It's hard to imagine that a mother and a father could put their child in harm's way. when the mother and the father is the one that should be teaching the child about stranger danger. But just because you would like for it to be that way, this is not an Alice in Wonderland thing. This is not a reality show. This is real life. It don't work out like that. It just don't. It just don't. And crimes are not, you can't solve this sometimes in an hour as they do on TV. It don't work out like that. This is the real deal. And what we want, a lot of times we can't get. When I heard the mother speak, when they sent me the video, first thing I said was Brittany Barnes all over again. I could be wrong. That's not a fact, what I'm saying. This is my opinion. I saw some similarities within this case, just like the Maleah Davis case. The other night, I begged whoever had her. Take her to a safe place. Take her to the police. Take her to the fire station. Take her to the hospital. I don't give a damn. I know you don't want to go to jail, but you're going. Okay, so let's just get it out. Your ass going. But if you don't want to get caught that day, I'm cool with that. Take her, drop off, carry your ass. Do that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And I'm sure right now the police, they may not say it, but they will be okay with that. Return that child. Return that child. Our children are our children. Our children are not bargaining chips. Our children are not entertainment for us. They're human beings. That's what they are. They may be young, small in size, but it's a gift from God when you're able to take part in bringing life into this world. And what you don't want, somebody needs. Cheryl Ray says, body language don't lie. Amen. I don't know why people are harming our children, but it's a hurtful thing. It's a hurtful thing. Before we get off into the case deep tonight, I'm going to tell you about a phone call that I received. The last time, amen, Anderson says, more than me are saying, please don't let this be another Brittany Barnes case. I know, amen. The other night when I did the, I think it was our first live feed on CUPCAKE, here's what happened after the show. Again, sometimes I can overthink things. As a matter of fact, I have been so busy since that show, I haven't had time to speak with Miss Gloria or Miss Jade about what I'm about to release to you all, because they are supposed to hear it first before we bring it to you all. Then we decide whether or not we should bring it up or not. But I ask that they forgive me on this one. I'm gonna bring it up anyway tonight. Now, it may not be anything, but again, sometimes I see things people don't see. And sometimes I'm wrong. And when I'm wrong, anybody that know me will tell you he will apologize. He don't have a problem with that. I will do it privately and I will do it publicly. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. A young lady called. I answered. And she went into talking about the case. Mind you, I had to stop. I said, man, what's your name? She acted as if she couldn't understand me. She couldn't hear me good. And so I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this. Let me just hear what she has to say. And she goes on about the case. And you may be listening tonight. And if I have you wrong, then I apologize. And I'm not saying that I'm 100% right. This is just something that I'm thinking. It's not a fact. What I'm saying is not a fact. It's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. But in order sometimes to get to the damn truth, just like police officers, You got to be able to zero this one out, zero that one out, and zero, and then you go look for the truth. But wherever there is an ounce of suspicion, it must be addressed. It must be addressed. I see Miss Gloria, and we're going to introduce you to Miss Gloria next week. She's going to be on the show, and we're going to introduce you to her and let you know who she is and what is her role now with the Injustice Investigations news team. Right now, I see that she's putting up the donation links. It's the Cash Out, Alfonso Scott, $ Eddie Mays Boy, PayPal.me/Injustice Got You. Your donations are needed and gratefully appreciated. Now back to the story. And so she just kept talking. I couldn't get a word in. Some old people sitting there listening. And then she said something that bothered me. She talked about the 2 videos that I uploaded. One of them was of CUPCAKE's father, Dominique. I think he's in a vehicle. I think he's smoking a blunt. And he's talking about his child. There are no emotions about what's going on. He's bashing the mother. She wants money, blase, blase. Then there's another guy that we put up. I don't know his name. He's talking about the daddy. He's lying. He know what the fuck's going on. Man, pay them people. And then you put my name in the shit. So I'm like, is this serious or somebody just bullshitting playing? I said, I kind of believe it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share them on my YouTube channel. And we did. We did. I love you too, Miss Stubbs. She says the devil is in the truck diva is in the house. Oh, truck diva, big truck driver. Okay. She said, why don't the police take them videos down? When I see them videos up, I flag them, I flag them, I flag them. So I ain't said nothing. I'm listening. And then when the guy read said, no, I'm not talking about yours, Miss Scott. God damn, if they take the others down, they're going to take mine down. So she's still ratting. She's still going on. I'm like, I don't care what she began to talk about because she talked more than me. She always went back to the video. And I just don't know why the police just don't take it. I said, what reason do they have to take it down? I don't think they're going against, if you want to look at social media's community standards policies. I don't think it goes against Facebook, and I don't think it goes against YouTube. So why do you have such a problem with them being on and you want them to come down? And I knew I was on speaker. And I knew someone was on the other line. We have all kind of damn technology sitting here. Okay, that we didn't have several decades ago. If you follow the show, you know one thing. All incoming and outgoing calls are always recorded. Always recorded. So I'm listening. They just need to come down. Okay, I heard about enough. That's why I interrupted. So let me tell you why the video should come down. The video shouldn't come down simply because I know for a fact that some agencies are watching the video, are watching people's social media accounts. Now, the videos that are up on my channel and other people's channels, Miss Neal just donated $5. I thank you kindly. Gratefully appreciate you big time. And here's how cops think. Don't say nothing. Don't mess with it. Let it stay up. Let it stay up. I'm going to pretend I'm a cop. I'm watching the comments that come on here. And depending upon what he or she or they are saying, I may need to go talk to that person. They might spill the beans. I want to see how people are reacting to these videos. First of all, I don't know why the daddy would make such a video like that. The other gentleman, I don't know why the fuck he would do. But if I wasn't thinking about it after I saw the daddy's video, when I saw the other gentleman's video, I'm thinking about it now. Let them stay up, monitor these things 24/7. You'll never know they're watching it. You'll never know it. It's called the back door. You'll never know it. You would never know it. And sometimes they can lead you to that person, or who they're really looking for, based upon how some people comment on their videos or their comments. Sean just donated. Okay, thank you, Sean. We gratefully appreciate you. And I'm doing the same thing. But she was so focused on the videos coming down. Here's what that makes me think. You know one of these people? You know what's going on? Because anyone in his or her righteous mind, like, fuck the videos, let's find the child. Those videos, it's a possibility they might help us find the child. But you wanted to take them down? Which one do you know? Which one you're dating? Which one are you seeing? Which family member? What's going on? How are you related to one of these? Surely you are. Because you're just fixated on the videos coming and say, well, I'm not taking that down. It's going to stay up. What Crazy P just donated? Oh my God, it's going to rain. She's been on here since day one. She finally donated. It's going to be a big one. I know it. Thank you, Crazy P. That was suspect to me. Now, it may not seem that way to some of you all, but it is to me. You're fine. Miss Page says she's late. You're fine. This is a very serious case. And I do believe some games are being played. Shortly after CUPCAKE was kidnapped, here's what the police said. Here's what the police said. But then later, they contradicted themselves. He said, the chief, whoever it was, they waited a while before they contacted authorities. Trying to find the exact words. Okay. They waited a while. They waited a while before they contacted authorities. Today was a different story. They immediately contacted authorities. So which one is, did they wait or did they immediately contact authorities? Which one? They released a video today that doesn't show a damn thing. You see two kids playing. We've uploaded that. I'm sure you all have watched it. We can't make out who the kids is, but the police did confirm one of the children was CUPCAKE. There's an individual that walks past the kids. Seconds later, another individual come. The kids follow him. He has a slight limp. That individual, the police said today, is a suspect. The other one, they're not for sure if he's a person of interest, if he's connected to it, or if he knows something and he don't know that he knows it because he just happened to be passing by. So it's not much you can really get from the videos, but they did share that with the public. They did arrest two individuals. Patrick Devon Stoneworth, 39 years old, from Birmingham, Alabama. He was held on a $500,000 bail. His charges were not related to CUPCAKE. Watch this now. His charges were not related to CUPCAKE. He had 7 counts of child pornography with intent to distribute. $500,000 bond. Somebody eventually paid it, and he walked out of the jail. His girlfriend, Deidre Brown, was also arrested. She is being held without bond because she's on probation. She's on probation. She's on probation for kidnapping. One thing the police say that Patrick said is that they entice kids with candy. So after that, my mind says, okay, well, if he didn't say we enticed CUPCAKE with candy, said we entice children with candy. So they've been doing this. The police went on to say that there was nothing connecting them to the case. However, when they searched the vehicle, allegedly, the authorities said the evidence that was obtained, Chapman, good evening, thank you for your donation. The evidence that was obtained allowed authorities to issue arrest warrants for both. Again, neither one has been charged with anything relating to the missing 3-year-old CUPCAKE. The lady just can't get out because she was already on probation for kidnapping kids. Now, allegedly, the mother was at the birthday party with CUPCAKE. In the beginning, she wasn't. He now says she was there. In the housing projects near downtown Birmingham, CUPCAKE was kidnapped at about 3:30 p.m. I don't know if it was Miss Gloria that was speaking with me about this, but I think it may have been her. If I'm wrong, let me know, Miss Gloria. Either way, it makes sense. Someone said that 8:30. I'm thinking, regardless of where you're at, it's probably dark or it's getting dark. So the way we perceive this is that there was no adult supervision on the outside watching the children. Okay. But the mother, allegedly, she was there. When a reporter asked the police, was there, how much thinking do you think they put into this before it happened? 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So it's kind of a spur of the moment thing, right? Okay. I don't know what the award is now. It changes. He said it was 25,000, and I think was it Crime Stoppers offered 5,000. Somewhere, and then it went up to 30-some thousand. The governor of Alabama, I think she said on her staff was 5,000. And so the reward money keeps going up. Now, many of you won't agree with me on this, and I can understand that, and that's fine. I wish they would stop adding to the pot. If CUPCAKE is alive and she's being used as a bargaining chip, don't do it yet. How much? And see how far can it go? And it goes up and up. And then eventually, hypothetically, she's released They've already spoken with someone, maybe in another state or on the other side of town. You go claim the money, and then that's how we gonna get it. It sounds stupid, but it could happen. We take these cases with children very serious. We don't know if she's eating, if she's being mistreated, and truth be told, we don't know if she's alive. The officer was asked that today in the press conference, and basically he said, "We don't know. We don't know." Miss Faye says she agreed with me. Thank you kindly. Thank you so much. Uh, I'm just giving you different areas to go and to look at. Birmingham Police Department is asking all of those that can that are able to come out Sunday to help them in a grid search. Um, he had two answers as to why they was waiting until Sunday. I can't remember the first one. It was going so fast. He said they want one reason was to give people enough time if they're working to try to get off to come out um, and help search for. And I'm hoping that she will be saved in somebody's arms by then that really loved and cared for her. The reason why I I believe the mother and the father are shady could have something to do with this. It's because of the things he said and that they didn't say in body language. I don't give a damn what your mouth said. Your body language will tell a story that your mouth will never utter. You're harming the kids, and I can't understand why. They have become bargaining chips, and they're not. They did this to blacks during slavery. We went, my sister Bernadette and I, we uh, went to Mississippi a few years ago. We visited a lot of the plantations, and one in particular, we visited. We was in a little orientation before we got the tour. She handed a piece of paper and asked us to share it with one another. It's brown, old, dirty. It was originally been there, had it sealed up. On that piece of paper, it had a list of all the slaves. In the far right, it had that slave's weight size. The Indian gave the price that they were going to sell the nigger for. Have we reached this all over again with our very own people? If ever I'm involved into some criminal activity and I should have a child, I better stop, lest my child's life be in danger too. Anderson said other was because it was going to rain. Okay, thank you. Um, I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's so much suspicion on the parents. There's some of you out here right now that's on the live feed. Even if you have kids, male or female, you would have loved to have Maleah Davis or CUPCAKE in your life. They're our children. We don't feed them, they don't eat. We don't clothe them, they go naked. We don't shelter them, they become homeless or run from place to place. If a child cannot be safe in his or her own home, I swear to God, we got a problem. We got a serious problem. It's getting to the point to where it pisses me off because it's happening every damn day. And I have no pity for any of them that's involved. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. If you know anything, or if you think you might know something, no matter how small you think it is, please call the Birmingham Police Department. It's going to be 205 297 8413. Crime Stoppers, and you can remain anonymous, is 205 254 7777. Again, the Birmingham Police Department hotline number is 205 297 8413. Crime Stoppers, 205 254 7777 or 911. I don't care how small you think it is. I'm begging you to call the authorities. We all know about the apartment complex. They descended on the other day because of a tip that came in via phone, and that yielded no results. They believe it was an honest mistake. Somebody may have mistaken someone to be CUPCAKE, but it wasn't. But now I'm not so damn sure. I'm not trying to discredit the police by any means. It's just that you see so much of this. It's just so many people that you cannot trust. I don't give a damn who says this or who says that. If my mother's child, if the mother of my child had done this for money, or I thought she had done this for money, one thing that I'm not going to do, I'm not going to make a damn video and publicly announce she's doing this for money, blase, blase. My job as a father is to give that information to the authorities and to let them deal with it from there. And if it's proven afterwards I want to come and say something, then I will. But I think that was tacky, very disrespectful, whether it was true or not. That information should have been taken to the police, and stop trying to minimize your involvement in this, or stop trying to get people to see you as father knows best, and you know you're not. It's as simple as that. When you begin to speak that day and you say, I'll pay whatever, I'm like, why the fuck? Why would you say that? Someone said on the live feed, I went back and read it the other night and it made me laugh. They said, yeah, since when do people kidnap children and hold them for ransom dealing with poor black people? You don't get a goddamn dime. You won't get nothing. It's just so many things that are not adding up. It's not. Nothing they're saying, everything that they're saying is inconsistent with what's going on. If you owe somebody for a drug deal, or you know you done stole something or did this, and you make that public plea, pay them. Pay them. Pay them. Well, I might go to jail. What's more important, your child's life or your super stupid, evil ass going to prison? What's more important? You have to answer that. I can't answer that for you. You have to answer that. I'm not saying the parents are 100% guilty. Right now, to me, they're suspect. That's not a fact. This is my opinion. I'm not trying to pass my opinion off as a fact. This is just the way that I see it right now. And I could be wrong. Chandra Thomas, good evening. Thank you for your donation this evening. We gratefully appreciate it. We're supposed to love the children, take care of the kids. They all we got. That's it. They all we got. And if we do them wrong, what do you think society will do to them? A parent can lose their child one or two ways: to the streets or the jailhouse. Either way, the parent should not be responsible for either. Should be. I'm told Dominique shut his Facebook page down. That's suspicious too. We reached out to him. He never responded. Uh, things must change. Things must change. And a lot of times, and I can do it too, we can put too much focus on the police. You're not doing this, you're not doing that. Because if anybody can go hard on the police, I can't. But sometimes I have to sit back and go, well, we wouldn't be in this situation if there was nothing for them to investigate right now. So, just as well as you're putting pressure on the police department, you must put pressure on anybody you think is involved. Or if you don't want to go directly to that person, you post subliminal messages every day on YouTube and Facebook. Post that. Post that. Is CUPCAKE alive? I don't know. Is she eating? I don't know. One thing I do know is wherever she's at, she shouldn't be. And with that being said, if she's found alive, and God I pray she is, I think the state should step in and keep her from out of those two people's arms and continue a more thorough investigation as to what really happened and how he lives and how she lives. And I want both of them to answer the question as to why some people thought that you two might be involved. Tell me why. We're seeing too much of this. We are seeing too much of this. We're gonna get out of here tonight. Something else I wanted to give you. Okay, yeah, I want to give you this here. When the news first broke after the Amber Alert, the police said that there was no indication the abduction involved a custody dispute. But relatives, here we go. That's what I wanted. Here we go. But relatives did not immediately report the incident. That's what I was looking for. I've seen mothers in the mall when a child disappeared. Unintentionally make a public announcement. Where my baby? My baby! My baby! If I'm lying behind the police. They said there was no indication that the abduction involved a custody dispute, but relatives did not immediately report the incident. You don't have to be a mother or a father, just a relative. So if you tell me they didn't immediately report this, you have to assume that they knew, but didn't do nothing right off. That's what it insinuates, right? You said that. So your question to them, why did you hesitate? Somebody he was looking. Okay, Tasha could have been looking. You should have called us. This is not my child's missing. Because your child is not missing. Your child is what? Your child has been kidnapped. Big difference. We're coming in full force. Big difference. We're coming. But you hesitated. You hesitated. Sherry Ray says the very least her parents have been careless with that child's life. I totally agree on that. As always, I thank you all for tuning in to the show tonight. We thank you for your continued support with what we're doing. If you ever need us, you know the numbers. Give us a call, and we will be there without a doubt to help you in any way that we possibly can. Please share the videos. Um, you, if you know something, I think you know what to do. I think you know what to do. Again, we cannot do this without your donation. So if you are able to help us continue to help others, because as you know by now, we don't charge anyone anything. We ask that you give a donation to the Cash App at Funso Scott, $ Eddie Mae's Boy, uh, PayPal.me/Injustice Got You. Or you can call Miss Gloria. I hope I got her extension correct. Let me know at 1-888-357-3334 extension 4. I hope I got that right. 1-888-357-3334 extension 4. And that is Miss Gloria, and she can help you with your donation or sponsorship for this channel. Remember, I am not always right, and you are not always wrong. Miss J, Miss Gloria, I love you big time. I thank you all for what you do, and for all of you who continue to support this channel. I love you big time. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Cynthia?